Welcome to the Lawless Astrology channel. My name is Dabney. I'm an evolutionary astrologer, and what we do on this channel is we look at how the cosmos and the planetary energy impacts us down here on planet Earth and how we can use that energy to live a more peace-filled, conscious life. So, this video is going to be a short video about Mars stationing retrograde on December 6th in the sign of Leo. We've already talked a little bit about this, but I want to go a little bit deeper into specifically the Mars piece of it. We talked about both Mars and Mercury going retrograde, and this has been kind of a brutal Mercury retrograde. Lots of technological glitches for me. I don't know about the rest of you, but Mars going retrograde has kind of a different energy. So if this is content you are interested in, please do stick around. And as always, like, subscribe, share. A lot of you comment and like, but you forget to subscribe. It does help get my content. Oh, hi, Feej. Feeji's here. Fiji rarely makes appearances on the video, so that's kind of exciting. This is Fiji, everyone. You all know Bailey, but this is Fiji. So let's talk about Mars going stationary retrograde. So when Mars goes retrograde, it's a little bit different than Mercury. Mars is our ambition. Mars is our assertion. Mars is our energy function. It's what we need to do to kind of get things done. And it's, it's our anger. It's our feistiness. That's a lot of martial Mars energy. So that's like martial arts, comes from Mars. Okay. When it slows down, what's happening is Mars is saying, time for a little bit of a break, time for a redo, time for a reflection on what's been going on. And so we've been having kind of a crazy November. We all had this election, and I think that everyone is exhausted. And so when Mars takes a little breather, it says, okay, let's regroup. So this is really a time of regrouping, which is kind of nicely coinciding with the holiday season because everything is go, 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 very busy. And I'm not saying it's going to totally slow down, but I think it's an opportunity to make plans for when Mars goes direct again. So there is kind of this sense of like, how do we want to express ourselves? Where are we in the sign of Leo? Leo is all about self-expression. Leo is about honoring your truth, honoring your individual creative, spicy qualities. It's a fire sign. It's a fixed sign. It's you. Leo is the sign of royalty. It's the king of the jungle is Leo. And so really tapping into that energy about where you need to shine a little brighter. And that's what this reflection is about. So the collective energy has a little bit more to do with, I think, the upcoming Pluto opposing Mars, or Mars opposing Pluto with Leo, and that's going to be a whole other video. But right now I want to focus just on our own lives and how we can make the most out of this energy. And how I think we can make the most out of this energy is to really think about like what brings us joy. So I don't know about you all, but I've been a little out of touch with my joy lately. And so Mars and Leo can be incredibly passionate, and it should be joyful. This is about like, where can you shine? Where can you be a singer or a dancer or an actress? Like, where can you find your inner creativity that can bring something beautiful out into the world? That's really Leo. Mars and Leo is dramatic. It's incredibly dramatic. It's a firecracker. It's Katy Perry's fireworks. And so I want you to like think about, with Mars going backwards and saying, not technically going backwards, but like appearing to go backwards and saying like, what have I neglected my joy? Where have I been unwilling to take center stage? And how can I rectify that situation? So there can be all sorts of challenges in the political sphere around us. But does that mean that we can't go Christmas caroling or whatever, or like join whatever art class is in your neighborhood? Like my husband and I take a wheel ceramics class together, and that's going to start up again soon. So I think it's about like really reflecting on your own contributions and where you need to take a risk, where you have to have the courage. That's a big, big word for Mars and Leo, is courage. Where you need to find your own courage to find joy again and creative self-expression. That is about this time. So you may not feel like it's all clicking, but I think this is an opportunity to like really sit down and make a plan. Make a plan for getting that back into alignment, finding the time to research a class. So everybody has something. They may not all express it, but everybody has a talent. Everybody has something that is creatively them. And, ask your friends, ask your spouse, ask your children, ask your parents, ask somebody like, where do I shine? Like where do you see me light up? Because sometimes we don't even know. I think the answers are definitely in our astrology chart. So, you can get an astrology reading, and I have some openings in, I think February, March timeframe. So check it out. Go to my website, lawlessastrology.com, if you want a reading. But yeah, this is the time to figure out and reflect on like what is your special gift that you are supposed to be bringing out into the world, because your gift is going to be really necessary next year. And how are you going to have the courage to share that gift with other people? You're going to have a lot of courage, especially with this Mars opposition Pluto coming up. On a personal level, it's about exercising fears and stepping into your courage. So you can't see it, but I have the cutest cat on my lap. Maybe I can show you. He's so cute. That's Fiji. He's so cute. I love Fiji. Okay, I'm sorry I have to indulge you all with my cats. I did pick a card for this reading, which I thought was kind of interesting because I never picked this card. It's from my Kali deck, which some of you are familiar with, and is the Kamala Devi. So I was actually asking, should I do a video about Mars retrograde? Because I kind of already did one, and I was sort of like, should I put out something small? And this was the card I picked. So you tell me if I should have done this or not. Held within Kali's protection, your heart radiates peace, certainty, and beauty. Her grace melts frustration into inspiration, fatigue into replenishment, and overactivity into effortless attraction. Kamala is the golden pathway of divine protection and peaceful contentment. She empowers your heart to receive with the same generosity, openness, and grace that you express when you give. You are swiftly approaching sacred fruition. This to me said, yes, go ahead and do that video, because people need to know that they have to be inspired. And this is a time of finding that inspiration again. The fatigue goes to replenishment, overactivity into effortless attraction. That's what the Mars retrograde's about. It's like we're all sort of drained and we've all just been like tapped. So let's replenish. And in that replenishment, find our own creativity, find what brings us joy, find what's the generosity and the gift that we have to offer the world. And then we've kind of rebuilt our reserves, and things will then kind of come to us. Opportunities will then come more naturally once Mars goes forward. But in this time, it's a great time to take stock of the year ahead. What do we want to accomplish, and how do we want to bring our gifts out into the world? So, as always, there's a reason and a season for it all. So I think that's why I picked this, and how interesting that it's Kamala, like Kamala Harris, which I know that we are all super drained and sad that she is not going to be sworn in January. So that's what's going on in the world. And there's a big clown show taking place, but we don't have to let that ruin our joy. So let's figure out a way to find inspiration again, find our joy, and find our creative gifts that we can share with the world. So the universe is conspiring to help us. Fiji's on my lap. You got to say hi to Fiji, which makes me so happy. All right. Till next time, stargazers.